To all my killer players out there, have you ever had a survivor get unhooked and then that survivor uses their endurance that got off the hook to body block and take a hit for the person who saved them? The answer is probably yes, because it's a common and efficient strategy to waste the killer's time, and especially if the person who's unhooking is injured, taking that hit can prevent them from going down. When survivors do this in my games, I take it as a green light to tunnel that survivor because they're showing me that they want me to chase them and not the person that unhooked them. However, there are some survivors who body block like this off of hook and then they'll get mad at killers for tunneling them even though they asked for it. So I thought I'd make a video talking about how silly that whole concept is, and I have two examples to show you. One is from a recent stream of mine where I'm playing Alien, and the other is from a viewer who sent me a clip of them going against a streamer, and the streamer gets very upset and reports them for camping and tunneling. So let's start off with the first example. As I said, I was playing a match as Alien, and I see a survivor going for the unhook, so I go and I'm trying to get a hit on the person unhooking them. But, as you can see, the person who was on the hook made sure that I hit them instead of the person that was unhooking them. So I tunneled this survivor, and they ended up dying. Afterwards, they sent me a message saying, "Why the tunnel? Like, honestly." I was honest and told them it was because they body blocked off hook, and their response was, "I took a hit and ran away. That's barely body blocking, but whatever fits your narrative." I'm not sure what they meant by barely body blocking. They got in my way, made sure that I didn't get a hit on their teammate. That's just a successful body block. It's not barely body blocking, it's a successful body block. Then they responded, "God forbid I try to use borrowed time to take a hit for my teammate." And I said, "God forbid I chase the person that takes a hit and wastes my time." And they said, "Good to know wasting 2 seconds of your time warrants a tunnel." Now this is what's silly about the whole thing. This survivor knows that body blocking like that wastes more than 2 seconds of the killer's time. If taking a hit like that only wasted 2 seconds of my time, it wouldn't even be worth doing. They wouldn't have even body blocked at all. But it wastes a lot more than 2 seconds, because if they body block, now I have to hit that other survivor 2 times. It's double the amount of chase time. If they don't take that hit, and I get the hit on the person who unhooked them, now I only have to hit them 1 time. You see what I'm saying? So they know that by taking that hit, I now have to hit their teammate twice, and that chase is going to be twice as long. So I don't want to waste my time going for that survivor and hitting them twice. I'd rather go for the person who took the hit, because I only have to hit them once now, and they've already been hooked once. So it makes perfect sense to just go for the person who took aggro, showed me that they wanted to be chased, they go down in 1 hit, and they've already been hooked. If you don't want to be tunneled, don't make yourself the target. Go heal, do your thing, do gens, let the killer chase your teammates. If you're going to throw yourself in the mix and become the target, I don't understand at all complaining about being chased and being tunneled. Now we're going to move on to the second example, which is even more ridiculous than the example I just showed you, because this TTV here gets unhooked, runs directly beelines for the killer. The killer still ignores them and doesn't go for a hit. So then they run right to the hook that's nearby and farms a teammate right in front of the killer when they see the killer coming, and then they complain that the killer camped and tunneled, and it is just so silly. All right, so here we go. You see a survivor got hooked right near them. Now they're getting unhooked. Runs directly, like basically chases Alien. It's like, okay, well, now I'm gonna go farm. Turns around, you see, they saw Alien right there coming, and still farmed the teammate right off of hook. So they charged at the killer, tried to take a hit, didn't work, so then they just went and farmed, even though they saw Alien coming directly towards them.
Wow, you're just gonna camp and tunnel, dude?
Just gonna camp and tunnel. Like, you did this! That was a terrible play.
Yeah, I figured they were gonna do that, bro.
You figured they were gonna do that. Then why would you make such a stupid play? Why would you run directly at the killer, right at them, and then farm a hook when they're right there, and then say, yeah, I figured they were gonna do that. Okay, then run the other direction, not at the killer, and not farming your teammates. Like, how is this the killer's fault? That was a terrible play. My God.
They think they're gonna get a Moray off of me, but not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't give Morays to losers that camp and tunnel.
Right, so then they spit it into, oh, this killer's camping and tunneling me because they want to Mori me. It's like, no. They didn't even try to tunnel you. They ignored you until you blatantly just went to farm the unhook right in front of them. Like, why would they not go for you? You're getting rid of your borrowed time. You're making it to where you don't have DS or anything if you're getting the unhook. So, like, why wouldn't they go for you? You just basically handed them that on a silver platter, and then you're like, oh, the killer's just camping and tunneling me so they can mori me. I'm not gonna give him that.
First day, too, already, man, out the gate, dude. Tunneling
Yep.
camp hook at 4 Gen.
Then the report, baby.
We're already
Toxic.
reporting.
Like they type toxic. Tunnel and camp hook at 4 Gens. Toxic.
Actually, let me block their Steam as well real quick, because I don't want to deal with these douchebags.
Then blocks them. So they blocked them in game and then made sure to block them on Steam as well and say, yeah, I'm not dealing with these douchebags.
People are just shitty at the game.
Oh, yeah, you mean people who charge at the killer after getting unhooked and then farm their teammates right in front of them and then let themselves die on hook, leaving their teammates in a 1v3 at 4 Gens and then blame the killer? Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
So, that's like, oh, new killer comes out. Let's automatically tunnel someone out in camp. Like, pathetic, dude.
Pathetic, dude.
It's also worth mentioning that the TTV in that clip has almost 4,000 followers, and they have been called out on Twitter before for viewer shaming other streamers, so not really surprising. The moral of the story here is don't make stupid decisions and then blame the killer for being toxic and trying to ruin your game. Like, you put yourself in that position, you made yourself the target, so it's really silly to complain about being tunneled. And this doesn't just apply for survivors, it absolutely applies for killers too. Like, for example, if a killer decides to chase one survivor for the entire game, like one really good survivor, and they waste the entire game chasing them, and then all the gens are flying, and the killer goes, oh my god, these survivors are gen rushing me. Ugh, I'm so sick of these sweaty gen rushing survivors. It's like, no, you didn't pressure the gens, you didn't even check on the gens, you just spent your whole match chasing this one good survivor. That's your own fault. It's really not that hard to self-reflect and not blame all of your mistakes on somebody else. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know down below if you've been called a dirty, filthy, toxic tunneler because you went after a survivor who body blocked off of hook. And I don't normally ask you guys to subscribe to the channel or anything, but I am going to plug my second channel, Juke Dude. We just hit 2,000 subs over there, and that's where all of my variety content is being posted. A lot of Texas Chainsaw videos have been posted over there, so if you're interested in seeing any variety content, definitely go over there. I'll put a link in the description. There was a very juicy match against some toxic players in Texas Chainsaw that rage quit, and it was fantastic, so definitely worth checking out. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. GG's, well played.
Hey, Bubba, you didn't do shit, buddy.
Hey, you guys will definitely get him next time. GG's.
You'll get him next time too, buddy.
Yeah, yep, you're all dead. GG's, well played.
I had a fun time,
You walked
and you're being a
your
little
whole game
bitch about
and you
it.
collected what?
All I said, I said was GG. I said GG's. I said GG's.
You said it like a sarcastic little bitch, though.
Yeah, you are a little bitch.
Damn, you're a little salty, huh? I'm sorry, man. Hey,
No, I
hey,
just think you're a
don't
little
worry.
bitch.
You
Got
guys,
something
you
up
guys
your
will get
ass,
the
don't you?
4-man next time. GG's, well played. You'll get him next time.
You'll get the 4-man right up there, buddy.